Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. I'm also a little late on this episode. I know I had about a week off here, but this is the third episode of the V-Wine series, V-Whites. Now, interestingly, no matter how long you're in the wine world, you can't remember everything. Two other V-Wines passed my way since I shot my last episode, so I might add another one with both of those in it. My question to you, make a comment, do you know what other two V-Whites I'm missing? In fact, one of them has two V's in the name. And thanks to Mike and Lisa, you know who you are, you reminded me of this varietal. Even though that was not the one that was on the docket, you said, I go, oh yeah, that's right. This one is also a V-Wine. And then just 2 days ago, a sales rep stopped by with another V-Wine. I thought, how did I miss that one? So we will have a fourth episode on the two other V-Wines that I'm missing in the 3 episodes. And can you tell me what those two V-Wines are? I'm very interested to see what your answers are. Mike and Lisa are going to get at least one of them right. And yeah, there you go. So this is the third V episode, and this is featuring Verdicchio. Verdicchio, which is mainly from the Marche region of central Italy. That's where they do it the most. In fact, it has been grown there since the 14th century. Now, some historians believe that it actually originated in the Veneto in northern Italy, and there it's called Trebbiano di Soave. Who knew, right? They feel like maybe the Venetians brought it down after the plague. During the plague, they brought it down to the central area of Italy called Marche and planted it there. So there you go. But Verdicchio, by some critics, believe it is the most important white grape of Italy. They have 2 DOCs named after the grape in Marche. One of them is where all of these came from. Well, not all of them, most of them came from. And it is the Verdicchio di Castella di Jesse. Verdicchio di Castella di Jesse. The other one, and we don't have any from there right now, but that's the main area where you get most of your Verdicchio, is Verdicchio di Metallica. So obviously there's a little rock and roll, heavy metal going on in that area. Just kidding. It's not Metallica, it's Metallica. I just thought that was pretty interesting, how close it is to Metallica. Maybe some of the members of Metallica like Verdicchio. So we're going to start off right off the bat. We have 4 here to try. This is the Fazzi Battaglia Verdicchio, and it is from the Verdicchio di Castilla di Jesse. Castilla di Jesse. And it's a Classico, and it rolls in at $10. There you go. Cool bottle, too. I've always been a big fan of Verdicchio. It usually is higher in acid. I've had some Verdicchio that you can age for a long, long time. And, yeah, those are pretty cool. They're pretty cool. When you can take a... And these are, by the way, all under $20. So, a little golden hay color there. There you go. Let's see what we get on the nose. Interesting, a little bit of a nutty, kind of almost an almond. Definitely an almond nose on this. Getting a little banana. I always hate to say banana, but I'm getting it. Even a little bit of a peach element coming through. Let's see what we get on the palate. So because these are grown on the hills of the Adriatic coast, this has got that kind of saline component. Definitely getting a lemon element coming through that I did not get on the nose. And also a little white peach. classic Old World. You get that kind of crushed rock, wet stone thing going on the palate with the lemon. And that almond element comes through with that little bit of touch, just a kiss of saline, which I like a lot. Boy, this would be fantastic with shellfish, whitefish, anything like that. Yeah, that almond kind of thing comes through. This is nice and fresh, good acidity, good balance. This is a very simple Verdicchio, in my opinion, but it's very good. Refreshing, cheap, $10, guys. Yeah, this is a great package. Like I said, this is not super complex, which Verdicchio can get to that point, but what are you expecting for $10 anyway? Just saying, right? I think this over delivers for $10. Let's just put it that way. Nice wine. Really clean, fresh. It lingers, that almond kind of lingers on the finish. The banana does not show on the palate at all. Maybe you're going, some of you are going, no, I don't want to drink my bananas. I just want to eat them. I like that lemon component that's in there, front finish. Like I said, not super complex, but very delicious, very good, very classic Old World, that kind of minerality in there, and the little almond kind of texture that it has. I'm going to go B- for $10. That over delivers. Let's move on. This is the Piavolta Tre Ripe Verdicchio di Castelli di Jesse DOC Classico Superior. And this rolls in at $13. 2020. Sorry, I forgot to say the vintage on this one was 2019. 2020. Give her just a slight rinse. Okay, this one's a little lighter. Not quite as golden as the other one. Could be because it's fresher. Piavolta Tre Ripe. Tre Ripe. Ooh, very interesting. This one I get dusty rocks for sure on the nose. There's an almond characteristic to this one as well. I can almost smell the salt on this one. There's like almost a mango peach thing going on the nose with this one. Getting a touch of fig in it as well. Let's see what we get on the palate. A little richer on the palate than the first one. That fig component comes through with a little bit of lemon, a little lemon action. The mango is there, the fig component, a little bit of almond as well. Boy, it really hits you on the side of the mouth. You can really feel it on the sides of my tongue. Nice acidity, it's very fresh, but it has a fuller body than the first one. A little more complexity. I believe all of these are like, this was a 12.5 alcohol, this one is 13. A little saltiness coming through, that saline action. Which is very classic Verdicchio. Almost getting a little almond skin as well. I like that fig, lemon, mango thing going on. Really cool. Good complexity. Nice flow across the palate. Good integration. Which basically means everything kind of is in harmony with each other. So, you know, there's no herky-jerkiness on the palate. Just kind of nice flow, but good. And man, that lemon, almost like a salted lemon, kind of hanging on the back of the mid palate. This has a good long finish. I like it. Nice little Verdicchio. This rolls in at $13. Very reasonable price. I'm going to go BB plus on that one. Let's move on. BB plus. So we have a B minus, a BB plus. Now we're going to the Velenosa Verdicchio di Castelli Jesse, Castilla Jesse. Not sure if they pronounce the L's. I should know that. Castilla Jesse. I listened to Forvo and you could not understand the guy. So, Verdicchio di Castilla Jesse, Classico, Quercia Antica, Veleneso, Verdicchio. This rolls in at $17. This is 13.5 alcohol. Very classic Italian label. All right, let's give it a little jug. Again, very light gold color. Very light. Lighter. Let's see what we get on the nose. This has definitely got to have a peach component. It's like I almost can smell an earth and rocks and peach. A little bit of fig coming through. It's almost like peach skin I'm getting on it. Not as much almond on this one. Let's see what we get on the palate. The fig comes through on the backside of this one. I love it. Just kind of a peach mango thing going on, front to finish. Good acidity. I get this nice like fresh on the finish. See, the thing that's cool about Verdicchio in these last two examples, it has a little bit of weight on the palate, but this good acidity, a little bit of weight. Nice complexity. This one, like the first one had more of the whetstone. This one has minerality, but it's so integrated in the rest of these elements that it doesn't like jump out at you, but it's there. You get it on the very base end of it, like right on the back side of the mint pellet, or the finish, you get that kind of a dusty rock thing going on. But I like the peach, mango, and a little bit of lemon. So you take, mash a little peach, mash a little mango, squirt a little lemon juice on there, and there you have it. And this one doesn't have as much of the saline component on it as the others, nor the fig. This is a lot fresher. This is more the, this would be the best with oysters right here. Oysters, mussels. If you like Pinot Grigio, if you like Sauvignon Blanc, this is kind of like a nice change up, really, from those two varietals. Has a little bit of Pinot Grigio thing. I'm going to say Pinot Gris from Oregon. A little bit of that. A little bit of, you know, Sauvignon Blanc thrown in there. A little bit of this and that thrown in there. It's just a nice, refreshing, easy to drink, but at the same time complex wine. Yeah, this is, like I said, all of these has so far been like a 10 in the delicious category. And I like the finish on this one. And then right at the back end of this one, with that lemon, again, you get just a touch of almond fig thing going on. Yeah, great bottle of wine. Crab, halibut, anything, whitefish, cod. Salad. Oh, this would be a great salad wine, just saying. I'm going to go BB plus on that one as well. Let's move on. 2019. Did I even say the vintage on this one? 20. So we have two 2020s, a 19, and this is a 19 as well. The Casal di Serra from Umani Ranchi, Verdicchio di Castilla Jesse, Classico Superior, 2019. This one rolls in at $19. There you go. All right. It's just nice to stretch out your palate horizons. You know, we all can get in a rut. You know, sometimes we just want to get our Pinot Grigio because we feel safe with that. We want our Chardonnay because we feel safe with that. We want our Pinot Gris because we feel safe with that. You know what I'm saying? Sauvignon Blanc, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. But it's always kind of fun to stretch out a little bit, and I hope these programs, these episodes that I'm doing, kind of piques your curiosity. Maybe I should try a Verdicchio. A little golden. This is like more like the first one, which is interesting. The other two are a little lighter. This is like a darker gold. Let's see what we get on the nose. But this has big time mango papaya on the nose. Just an undertow of lemon, but Myers lemon, a little sweeter. A little bit of that kind of almond characteristic coming through. Let's see what we get on the palate. Okay. Now this is one that would age. I'm gonna call this out as a age-worthy Verdicchio. Not so much the other three. This one has a depth to it that the other three do not have. It has that kind of richer mouthfeel, which I like. There's a lot of Verdicchios like this. I've had them. I like it. It's just this thing you could tuck away for 5 to 10 years easily, and it would just get almost decadent. I'm serious. So you have the mango, peach, lemon, a little bit of very, very subtle minerality, good acidity, and then you have that kind of almond fig component coming through. Especially on the mid palate, you get that real big hit of fig component, and then it mellows out and gets a little fresher on the finish. But you see, this has those elements I've talked about in the past. The three things that really determine if a wine will age, and especially with whites. You have to have acidity and fruit. This has good minerality and a nice depth to it. It's very deceiving because the finish is, that fig lemon thing comes through on the finish with that good acidity. This is classic. This is classic. And then you have just that touch of saline that kind of lingers in the background, front to finish. Long finish, guys. You get that almond, mango, peach, lemon thing going on. Now, I know it's $19, and I always get very excited if the lesser priced ones show better than the old. But, it doesn't happen a lot. But I love it when I get surprised. I think all four of these are excellent examples of Verdicchio. This just happens to be a stellar example of Verdicchio. It slides across the palate real seamlessly. Good complexity, beautiful wine. So if you just want to stretch out a little bit, spend a couple extra bucks, find one, tuck it away for 5 years. You don't have to be forever, even 3, and watch it develop and gain complexity. Great Verdicchio. I'm going to go straight up A+ on that Verdicchio. I like it that much, and I think it represents the varietal. All 4 of them were excellent. Lowest grade was B- for a $10 Verdicchio. That's pretty damn good. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. Don't forget to comment on the other 2 V wines that I will add to this series. So I'll have a 4th series where I'll include both of them. I know Mike and Lisa know one of them, but can you guys guess both of them? Can Mike, Lisa, can you guess the other one that I kind of, dawned on me? I had an epiphany. Oh yeah, there's 2 more. There may be more. If you know more, let me know, because I'd like to include them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm getting more subscribers, as I said. It just makes me excited. It pumps me up. It keeps me going. Just saying. And I like the comments too. Thank you for all the comments. Oh, and a shout out to Bill Wirtz for subscribing recently. Thank you, Bill. He's a friend of mine that moved down to Seattle from here, and it's nice to hear from him. Nice to see he's following me. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.